Hello, hello, and welcome to a new month, April, and a new prompt. So I'm going to reveal the prompt straight away. The prompt for this month is to make a bag. So we've already made a trifold pouch, so you don't want to do that again. So some different bags that you could make could be a messenger bag, messenger bag, like if you wanted to make a big one, you could make a zipper pouch, which is what I'm going to do. So I've got one just next to me, something like this, a zipper bag. Okay, you could make a drawstring bag. I don't think I have one next to me, but that's quite a cool idea to do a drawstring bag. You could make yourself a shopping bag. You could make yourself, like those calico bags that you put your shopping in. You could slow stitch on one of them. So the choice is yours. It has to be some kind of bag of some description. So I am going to make a zipper pouch, and you might have seen Rachel's video when she was here in Australia, and we went up to visit Rebecca from So Be Curated. And Rebecca made some wonderful zipper bags or zipper pouches using neon zippers. So I actually got a couple from Beck. I got a pink one, and then I got a yellow one as well because I love neon. And so I thought I'd like to use one of my zippers to make a zipper pouch. Now, Beck actually has a great little video where she makes a double zipper pouch. So it's two pouches with a zip there and like a zip there, and they go into her little passport size, I think it's a passport size traveler's journal. So I'm going to link Beck's video below so you can see what she did. But basically, my inspiration for this month's project is going to come from Beck and her gorgeous zipper pouch. She's done several of them. So if you watch Rachel's video, I'll link it below as well, where we go to her store and we show you some of her pouches. So this is Beck's store. These are just some pictures. This is her gorgeous card. And this one down the bottom, she has turned into a zipper pouch. So this is my inspiration. Okay. So just if you want to know who she is, So Be Curated. And I'll link her at the bottom. It's so.be on Instagram. Facebook, So Be Home. And she's also on Pinterest, and she has a website as well. So she's in Hamilton, sort of Newcastle area in New South Wales, if anyone is from around there or around Sydney and you want to go up and visit. So, yeah, Beck is my inspiration. These mostly, not everything, most of these things in front of me are things I got from Beck. So I got some gorgeous fabrics, and then she had great little bundles. I like all the checks, so I got quite a few checks. So my idea is to play around with some of the fabrics I got from Beck. Got a lovely Liberty as well. And I'm going to do my zipper pouch. She uses a lot of feed sacks. I have some bits and pieces of feed sack. So I'll show you these hexies in a minute. I actually got these from Beck as well, from her store. So feed sacks, like these types of fabrics. This is a gorgeous piece of feed sack quilt. There's some lovely feed sack on the back, which I'm going to use, I think, on the inside of my pouch. I'm going to use some of this on the outside of my pouch. And on the back of my pouch, I thought I would sew together hexagons. Okay, so I'm loving the kind of I think they're 1930s reproduction fabrics. So not all these fabrics are those kinds, but this kind of thing is. And I thought I do need to put these together like this, that I would do a mishmash of the fabrics I got from Beck. Okay, and I'm going to include like some of the colours that I think goes with it. These will go nicely. This, I love these checks. This one would go nicely. This Liberty, this little piece of might be off an apron, would make a lovely hexie. This one, this piece I got from a vintage textiles pack from Beck as well. So you can see this is my Beck project. And I got this is not from Beck. I got this from, I don't think it's from Beck. I think I got it somewhere else. But that's a gorgeous, that feels like a feed sack fabric. These as well. Maybe I did get them from you. I can't remember. I've bought a few packs. Hopefully I'm on screen and you can see all of these. Can you see? You can see bits and pieces. So I'm going to mix them in to do a hexagon back. Little bits of old tablecloth. I've got bits like that. Little scraps of linen. Might put some nice blue rickrack in there. I'm going to put this in there because look at the gorgeous colour of the crochet on the edge. This kind of thing. So yeah, so that's all. That's kind of going to be the back. We'll show you how I do my hexies. I'll get onto them later. And then on the front, I will mix in textiles. So these would be front textiles mixed in with this, like thinking of using them. So I've got blues, I've got pinks, I've got red, greens, maybe a lovely bit of embroidery, maybe some lace, a gorgeous lacy doily. All right, so that's what I'm thinking. So in terms of size and background, now Beck uses an interfacing. I don't have that, so I'm no good. I don't even know what the difference is between all those interfacings, all those, you know, different bits and pieces. I've lost what I'm using. Where is it? Oh, my dog's got it. Hang on. I'm just going to use a piece of calico. Surprise, surprise. In terms of the size, I need to make sure that my zip is going to fit. So I'm going to cut it to size based on my zipper. And I'm going to come a little bit smaller than what my zipper is. Let me just rip that and I'll see how that looks. Sorry about the sound. Here you go, Alfie. You can have that spare bit of zipper. Okay, so just lining up my zipper. I need to make sure it goes off the edge. I probably will take that down just a tiny bit more. In terms of the depth of my pouch, I'm just going to approximate. Okay. I would like it to be a decent size so I can fit some things in it. I think I will take that down just a little bit more on the edge. I don't know if that little bit will rip. Let's see if I can get it going. No, I made it too small. I might have to just trim that edge down. Let me try again up here. There we go. All right, so let's have a little measure of what I've got a ruler. I'm thinking, where's my tape measure? I don't have one, so sorry, it's going to be in centimeters because that's what's in front of me. So it's going to be around 23 centimeters wide, and at the moment my depth is approximately 24 centimeters, so it's almost square pouch. Okay, just thinking I might rip the top because I don't know if it's got a straight edge. Get rid of that. Now the depth is going to be a little bit smaller. I'll measure it again. So it was 23 wide and it's now 21.5 deep. So that's going to be the template. And I'm going to lay out some different bits and pieces to get an idea of what I want it to look like. I'm just going to pop you on pause for a minute while I get a few things out. I'm going to get my seam ripper because I'm going to take apart this old piece of quilt. I want to use the back and a little bit of the front. So you can use scissors. I don't know if I've got a seam ripper near me. I do have some scissors. So you could snip the quilting, just gradually snipping bits of the quilting. But it's actually easier and quicker with a seam ripper. Okay, so this would totally work if you don't have a seam ripper. I have several. Do I have one near me? Let me have a look in my little jar of goodies. I thought I did have one there, but I don't think so. I'll have to find my sewing box. It's in my sewing box. I mean, that's just ripping quite nicely, but I don't want to rip the fabric. Getting a little bit of ripping. The thread's just ripping, which is good. Now look at the cool old fabrics. Need to get more of this. It's wonderful. Feed sacks are fantastic. So, okay, Alfie, I'm going to find my seam ripper and I will come back. I might just take this all apart and I'll come back and show you. Be back in a sec. Okay, so I'm back. I couldn't actually find my seam ripper. So, I don't know where my sewing box is. I have a sewing box with like all my needles and cottons and tape measure and seam rippers and just bits and pieces. But I don't know where I've put it. So, it's actually getting quite late. I ended up going off to hockey training. And we had a bit of a trial game tonight against another club. And I got back and it's quite late. So I probably won't do too much tonight just for the moment. Because, yeah, I don't feel like sewing tonight. But I just need to tell you something. Rachel's video is going to be a bit late because Steffi accidentally took Rachel's phone instead of his phone, I think. He might have mixed them up. Maybe they look the same. So she's messaged me and said that her video is going to be a bit later. I'm not sure what time she'll put it up, but she can't make her video until she gets her phone back because she makes them on her phone. So what I'm going to do, just while I'm chatting to you, I am trying to undo this quilt, get these stitches undone. I don't want to tear up the fabric. It's a bit stuck there. I don't even know how I'm going to put this fabric on it yet. Like, I don't want to just put it as the background and like cover it up too much. I'm thinking of getting bits and pieces of the fabric and layering it in with other bits so that you can actually see it. It's not just covered. So my thoughts are still evolving. Oh, one thing I meant to say before was a tote bag. Tote bag was what I was trying to think of, you know, like a shopping bag, but a tote bag. A tote bag could be something that you make. So I'm slowly getting there with taking my quilt apart. I don't know if you can see on the video, it's much darker there. It's lovely and faded. Anyway, there's quite a lot to take apart there. I think I'll wait till I find my seam ripper. So I'm going to put it down. Just lie it down. And just play around with my bits and pieces. So here is my piece of calico that's going to be the base of my zipper pouch. I'm not sure which zip I'm going to use. I'm probably leaning towards pink because pink is the colour that I love so much. And what I would do is layer up bits and pieces and then decide how I'm going to work them in and stitch them. So I'm going to have some bits of fabric in the background, and I will be planning on cutting some of these up. Like, you know, even a old piece of, I might use a bit of this for the hexie. I like that stitching. Don't want to lose the stitching. So yeah, this is very much a Beck project because I'm using Beck's kit. I've talked about her a lot, but so it might just be part of that. That's lovely. It's almost like, is that an old feed sack fabric? It looks like it could be, I'm not sure. Oh, 2 bits. I love this one. I'm going very blue. If I was to put that on, I don't want to lose too much of it. So I'm just playing around with a few ideas. It's becoming very pink and blue, which was the actual kit that I purchased, was a pink and blue one. But obviously when I put some of this other feed sack in, it will evolve a bit more. So I'm just playing around. It may not end up looking exactly like this. I need maybe some pops of the nice bright, look at that beautiful embroidery. That'd be nice to cut around and place somewhere. I'm getting a bit sidetracked with this lovely, oh, look at the selvage. I like that selvage, that's cool. So I'm going to keep that selvage. That could go on, a bit of that could go on somewhere. It's kind of cool. You can have a little bit somewhere. Make a little tab to come off the side. I think Beck had a tab on one of her pouches. Anyway, I'm just playing at the moment. I'm not going to stitch anything down yet. I'm just picking some of the bits and pieces that I might like to have. Now I've gone, as I said, very blue, and I think I need some other colours rather than just all these blues. Blues, pink, red. I won't cut that up yet, but I will get some of that, work some of that in. Quite like that embroidery. I want to be able to see it. I feel like I need probably a big embroidered piece somewhere. That might be a bit big, that one. I might bring that down a little bit further. Like there's this, kind of like that way. There's this embroidered piece. But I'm thinking something a bit more colourful. So just playing around with some ideas. So next week what I'll do is I'll get all this pinned down and ready to go. And then I'll come and I'll do some stitching. The other thing I just want to show you, because these are so cute. Look at these tiny hexies I just got some little scraps of them. But they are super cute. So I might even put some little hexies somewhere. Or some bigger ones. That one there, I think would go really nicely. Some lovely hexies. Anyway, these are just my ideas for the prompt for this month. So it's a bag. And I hope you enjoy coming up with some ideas and start creating. Love that, but it's orange. I'm not really going for orange. A bit more red than orange. Okay, so I will see you next week where I will have this all laid down and I will start to stitch it together. So thanks for watching and I hope you enjoy this month's prompt. See you later.